Hello, this is a training tutorial for consultants wishing to verify and validate activities from any resident in a program. We're going to jump right into things and show you how to validate these activities using TRES. Once we log into our account, we can go to the Activities menu at the top and click on Validation. On the validation page, if you have any activities assigned to you, you will see them on this page. In this example, I have 3 different activities, and I can see I've already completed a few of them here, but we're going to go through all of these steps. So starting with the first one, we can see on June 27th, there was an activity entered by this particular resident. It shows you their name here, and it also shows you the location and the type of activity that was entered. So in this case, it was a surgery. And under the summary, we can see the procedure that was entered. And we can also do things like add a comment and also validate or invalidate an activity. And the purpose of that is basically to validate that the activity that was entered was real and that it was supervised or overseen by somebody. You can also provide that feedback back to the resident who entered that activity by entering in a comment, and we'll show you how to do that as well. So just starting with how to validate or invalidate an activity, let's look at one that has not been completed yet. So the last one here in the list from June 27th, we can see we haven't done anything here because the validate and invalidate button have not been checked. Also, there's no comment written here. Now the comment is optional, but it is encouraged and a good idea to provide feedback, whether positive or negative, to the resident. So let's go ahead and click on comment. Now in the comment box, I can type in up to 500 characters. So let's just say there was a positive procedure that was done. All right, so I'm just going to write my comment. And now I can choose to validate or invalidate the activity. So I'm just going to click valid because this was a very well done procedure. And once I do that, the resident will actually be able to see those comments for any validated activities. So now you can see as soon as I validate an activity, you see the green checkbox show up here on this page. Right now I'm actually looking at all the activities in the system here that have been assigned to me because I'm on the All tab. However, you can actually switch tabs. So if you just want to filter by all of the activities that you have validated, or perhaps you want to look at just the invalid ones, we can do that as well. So once you have a lot of activities, this is a good way of kind of sorting through that information. So let's just switch back to all and look at all of our activities. Now you can see there was one activity that I invalidated. And also I can click on comment and look at the comment that I wrote here. Now I can make changes or edits to those activities. So for example, if you want to validate a previous activity that you invalidated, you can also do that as well by just clicking valid. So that'll change the status of it as well. So let's just do that. All right, so now that has turned to green, so we can see it's valid. So let's go back again and click on the comment box. And now let's just say we made a mistake or we want to undo our work. We can also clear the state of that validation. So to do that, it's as simple as just clicking the clear state button. So what you see now is the activity, the green checkbox has disappeared, and also the comment that I previously wrote has now been removed. Now it's important to note that once you do this, any changes that are made will also be visible by the resident. So if an activity is previously valid and then you make it invalid or clear the status of that validation, the resident will be able to see those changes on their end as well. So those are the basic steps of how to validate or invalidate an activity. There are also some customizations available to you on this page. Now you can actually sort the information on this page. So for example, if I wanted to sort the date column, I can do that just by clicking on the date column and to change the sort order. I can also sort any of these columns in any way that I like as well. However, I can also choose to display specific information. So for example, on the summary column, let's just say I wanted to not see any procedures that contain the word bleeding. So any bleeding, any procedures with bleeding, I didn't want to see those. So I can actually select from the filter drop-down menu, does not contain, and then just type in a specific word. All right, and once I enter that keyword, I'll click on the filter button. And now you can see it's filtered all of those procedures that were not related to bleeding. Now, of course, I can also clear that filter as well. So let's just click on summary again, and I'm going to click clear. So once I do that, all of my activities pop back into view. So those are just some of the comments and customizations that you can make. Once again, customizations are available in any of these columns as well. So for the comments section, if I wanted to filter out specific comments that I wrote, I can do that as well by selecting does not contain and just typing in the keyword as well. And there are also other filters available here for you as well that you can explore. For example, you can filter by a specific keyword if it's equal to that keyword or is not equal to it. So just lots of different ways that you can filter the information on this page. And once you have a lot of activities, you can also go page by page to look at all of the activities. Now in this example, I only have 3 activities here, but I can filter more if there are more activities available. It will only display up to 10 items per page, but I can also change that as well and tell it to display up to 100 activities per page. So that's how you validate activities. I hope that you found that helpful. Thanks for joining us.